Welcome back, folks. Well, we went up and checked that spot where I had them 2 sets in just to appease that landowner and caught the biggest beaver of the year so far in there. Nothing, no more fresh sign, but we left them set just in case. Never know, maybe we'll catch the mate. For now anyway, we're back down here where they broke the dam out on this other property, and I think that hut's abandoned. They've been here for a week with no action whatsoever, no fresh sign, no nothing. So we're pulling these sets and then we're going to move on. But I've only got Will for a little while today, so I'm going to try to get as much accomplished as I can in the short amount of time I got him. And easier with 2 people than it is just by yourself. So, but hang in there. Maybe we'll have something, maybe we won't. But I'll get back to you either way. Thanks for being here, guys. All right, welcome back, folks. Sorry about the noise. I got the highway over my shoulder here. Anyway, we're on the other end of that long farm property. We just pulled all the sets from that old abandoned hut where they broke the dam out. And we're coming down here. We got 1 beaver out of here, and I'm pretty positive there's more in here. Now that it's warmed up a little bit, I'm gonna give it my due diligence here to see if I can find better sets. Try to connect on something. It always sucks as a trapper not catching. But when you're nuisance trapping, not catching is a good sign. That means you're doing what you need to do and you got the population numbers down. And it's time to pull and move on before you start catching small ones. Like I said, I like to try to leave seeds for the next following year or 2 years. But anyway, we're gonna get down through here and see what else we can find, and if I see anything good, my sidekick's gone for a little while, I'll show you. And I don't think by myself I can show you making a set, but I can show you before and after. So hang in there. Well, that was quick. We're back. This is where I had that caster mount set, and I blocked it off, and we got that little one over here. He wasn't little, he was 2-year-old. You can see right there, I had that set right there on another caster mount, and that's number 2 out of that same set. So there are still more beaver in here. That looks like a bigger 2-year-old, maybe 3, but my guess is 2. We'll see when we get them up here. Sometimes they look small until you pull them up and they're bigger, but I don't think that's an adult. It may be, but we'll get them up out of that set and let you guys take a look at them. Well, folks, we got them up out of here, and I'm always happy when I'm wrong and it's to my benefit here. This is definitely an adult. Big old scarred up tail on him, big old head, probably in the 40 to 45 pound, maybe a little bigger. We'll get a weight on him later, but I'm always happy to get the adults out. I'd rather catch them than the young ones, so it's always a pleasant surprise when you get this. And I said I had a caster mount set right here, right in this little cutback, so I'll get this reset. All right, guys. All right, there's that remade set, guys. We said simple caster mount with some lure and 330 in the channel, setback, whatever you want to call it, of the little river going by. And that's 2 in this spot. So 1 2-year-old, 1 adult, definitely an adult. Really good sized beaver. Curious to see what that one weighs. Big scarred up tail on it. So yeah, hang in there, we'll see what else we can do. All right, folks, there's another set remade. Caster mount there, some scent on it. We're on the other side of that divide. The main river's over there. This is the side over here with the railroad tracks. Little canal. I believe this used to be an old trolley line, but this set was giving me headaches, so I decided to remake it. Now that we got warmer weather and it's not froze in, so we'll see if we get anything on this set. Okay, everybody, we're back. I checked all the rest of the sets down there, and there was nothing else in there. I reset some of them differently. and added a foothold grounder in case we had a trap smart beaver in there. We're back down here on the last property for the day. This is on that river where we showed you we got the hut and the suspected hut, and then the little one up above that we caught beaver on. So I'm gonna go check. As you can see, got my headlamp ready to go just in case, because it's getting close to dark and I don't know exactly how long this is going to take, so depends on whether we got anything or not. We'll see. But I appreciate you guys sticking in there with us, and I hope you guys are really liking what we're giving you so far. Like I said, I wish I could get Willie or somebody out here with me a little more often. Time and constraints and things and whatnot, and activities going on. But it would be nice to be able to get somebody videoing and somebody setting and explaining why and how and all that. But for now, like I said, we are full bore. Some fresh mud added to that caster mountain. Flip you guys around here. If you guys can see, that's a big old caster mound right off the river, and some fresh mud on it, so that's interesting. Another fresh pile right there, a little start of a caster mound. You can see the marks in the water where they're coming up out. So by the looks of things, I'm going to have to add move one of the drowners over here. It's not going to happen today before dark, so next time we're in here we'll adjust and bring one of the drowners over here, unless I got them over here in this set over here, maybe. I do have a drowner over here, so right in front of the hut. Let's go take a look. Since I got you guys here and everybody's already with me, we're only 20 yards, 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, I don't know, something like that. Yeah. Over here, there's the hut. No, that trap is still set. And I don't see any tracks around here other than mine. Oh, wait, no. No, that's turkey. Yep, the only tracks I see over here are mine. So, I'm gonna have to add a drowner over there and see if we can pick something up over there. This is that set. We caught the 1 2-year-old. And before that, all we had was a toe in there from a bigger beaver. And since the ice, we haven't had any action. So I'm wondering if they got kind of smart to this setup. We'll put one over here and see if they're already making their own caster mound over here and using it. So maybe if I add to it and put a fresh set in, a little subtle guiding and whatnot. There's already some guiding there, but I'm going to add to their pile, just see if I can tick them off. I know there's some bank runs over there I haven't been able to yet get to. Been by myself, and by the time I get the line checked, get down here, it's always pushing close to dark, so it's hard to try to readjust anything when you know you're going to be in the dark out here. Not that I'm scared of the dark, but right now we got a really warm spell. My uncle had a sizable black bear in his backyard at 1:40 something in the morning this morning while I was still at work. I work nights. I think I told you guys that before. Anyway, old sunken in bank duns here. You can't tell how deep that is, but that's up to my waist if I step in it. Underneath this tree, there was one on each side. They're old, they're not being used, but they've been underneath that tree for so long, eating the roots in the wintertime and whatnot, that they've killed that tree completely. And that tree's huge. I don't know if you can tell or not, but probably the size of the hood of my truck. Anyway, I'm going to move on down the line, and I'll let you guys know if I see anything interesting or get something or whatever. But as of right now, unfortunately, my plan was to come in here with Will before dark and move some sets around. Now that it's warm, I'm expecting them to move tonight, but we do have the other 2 places set and readjusted, so hopefully that'll pay off. I don't know how in the world I did it, but ended up slicing my thumb. It's always joyous occasions, but anyway, I'll go check the rest of these sets and I'll get back with you. Well, I checked all the traps, and as I suspected, nothing. We've investigated this stretch of river. It's only this part that we've hit hard is only maybe, I don't know, 400, might be pushing 5, but I think it's only about 400 yards long. This little channel goes up in, and there's a small dam and backwater in there. We haven't been able to investigate that at all yet. Down farther down river, that first, well, yeah, where the lodge is, where that first foothold is, I showed you guys we didn't have nothing. I think they might have got smart to that set. That's probably, like I said, probably 4, might be pushing 500 yards, but so we haven't been able to explore a lot of this, but you can see there's, I mean, the fresh chewings are just tearing it up. There's castor mounds up here still on this little tiny, this is that little tiny, there's an entrance, this little tiny lodge that we didn't think was nothing but some of this crap that's been blowing up through on the river. Come to find out, sure enough, we got one big beaver out of here. Really good sized adult. Don't remember what it weighed. I think it was in the 40 plus. Yeah, I think it was in the 40 plus pound range, which was surprising. We thought we heard something rustling around in here that day we set this the first time, but then it took a day or two. I can't remember. It was a couple days, I think, before we caught. But this is my last trap on this set as far as upriver goes. We need to get a day where him and I can come in here and really explore this really well. I know there's a lot more beaver in here. I got a feeling there's more lodges that we're not finding yet. Would be nice to get a drone, but it's pretty treacherous in a lot of these places that we go into to fly a drone around. It's real easy to get hung up or knock them down. But anyway, babbling on here, and I get to this last set where this little tiny hut is, expecting to find nothing, and I don't know that we do have anything, maybe just a toe or something, but as you can see, there's my castor mound. The trap, so the castor mound is right there, the trap was right there, and the bar for some reason has been pulled, so hopefully nothing pulled out of it. It was out there, now it's pulled off to the side and stuck way out there and I can't see, but hopefully there's something in it and not just a toe. So give me a second here before it gets dark and I'll pull this thing up and take a look and see if we got anything, and hopefully if we do, it's a good one and not a kit. But anyway, I'll get right back to you. Well, folks, I'm pleasantly surprised again. Another really good sized beaver. Just unreal. I can't believe there was two this size in this little teeny tiny hut. I mean, it ain't big enough for nothing. I mean, but just goes to show you, another really good beaver. See if I can get a better view of him for you. He's probably 40, close to it. Really good solid front foot catch right above the ankle, just like you like it. And this one, unlike the other one, the last one tried to twist off in the trap. This one must have met its demise quickly, which is good. He did, however, manage to pull that out of that sand down there, which I had it drove in pretty far. I'm surprised, but with the current too, that helps him with the size that he is. So anyway, I get him out of here and back to the truck, and then I'll show you the two we got for the day. Good beavers, both of them. And then we'll see what else comes. But hang in there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll do a wrap up here in a few minutes. All right, everybody. So this is the one that we got off the last trap on that little tiny hut river set. The last one you guys saw, and got him hanging up to dry. Unfortunately, there's no snow to rub him in, so got to do my best to see what we can do. There's big old noggins on these things. These last few that I've got, these two here are the ones that I need to skin from yesterday, and every one of them has a big dome on them for some reason, a lot bigger than the ones that I've been catching. Anyway, just wanted to get a better look at him for you guys, and you can see he is hovering stinking light right at 50 pounds. I'd say maybe 51, but I'd call it 50 even. I'll get the other guy in here and we'll take a look at him. Okay, so like I said, that guy there is the one that we got in that last set on the river, that little tiny hut. We just weighed him and he was 50 pounds, maybe 51, but I'd call it 50, pretty much on the money. Big old flat tail on him. I was surprised that we got two that size out of that little tiny hut, but just goes to show you never know. Then this guy here, this guy is the one with the torn tail, been bit up, big old flat tail on him. I mean, just unreal. And that one's not much smaller, pretty close to the same size. Just for, I don't know if I can do this very well, but kind of try to do kind of a size reference here. Let's see, what do I got? Well, here's a vitamin water bottle. Get over there. You can see that thing way bigger. So one of my neighbors just shot at something, probably a coyote, be my guess. Anyway, this is from that first where I remade the caster mount set. We caught the one beaver, and where it had been froze over, I moved it over. We got that one, and then this one here is the second one. I thought he was another 2-year-old, but was very pleasantly surprised to see that he's actually a big adult. Not quite sure on this one if it's a male or a female, but like I said, this one, again, the domes on these things are just, the last 5 or 6 that I've caught have been just huge skull beavers. Anyway, but that one was 50 pounds, hovering right at 50, 51. And if you look at this one, it's almost a mirror image. I say that's 51, 50. It's hovering, bouncing back and forth a little bit, but almost identical, pretty much identical. So yeah, those are the two from today, and get these guys dried out and move along. I hope you guys are enjoying everything, and yeah, we're doing everything that we can to keep this as, like I said, ethical as possible, and we're trying to make sure that we don't catch a lot of small kits or 2-year-olds, young 2-year-olds. Older 2-year-olds, I don't mind, 2, 3, in that range. They're getting kicked out by the parents and anyways, so, but I'd rather not be catching kits. So anytime we're catching good adult beavers, I'm very happy. The landowners are very happy, and we're making room for the next generation to really be able to grow healthy, without concern for these guys biting them and tearing them up or chasing them off or whatever. The little ones tend to do a lot less damage as far as bank dens and things like that goes. They don't tend to dig such big bank dens, and they're not so far back in where you lose equipment and everything, and they don't dam things up as quickly or as heavily as the big ones. So yeah, we're going to keep right on trucking. I hope you guys are enjoying everything that we're bringing you. I didn't waste a whole lot of time at that last set, that last property, and it was getting dark on me anyways. I wasn't going to have time to reset a bunch of stuff, which is good, because what I do have there, I've got back kind of working again, just to get through until either I'm hoping to have Willie or somebody out there with me the next check, so that we can scout and get a lot of stuff on video as far as what we're seeing, what we're looking at, what we're looking for, and what we're setting, how we're setting, and why, to get back into the more educational part of this. But yeah, anybody that's trying to get into beaver trapping, whether it's nuisance or not, if you're a beginner, first timer, springtime can be your best friend. I mean, they're on the move. They've been cooped up all winter. They want to get out and explore. They're kicking youngs out to, you know, start their own colonies. Just everything's moving, everything's going. They're ramped up to make sure their dams are good and the water's backed up and that they've got fresh food, and they're mating, you know, and getting close to that time where in the next 2 or 3 months, they're going to start having litters. And so, yeah, everything is really busy in the springtime. So it can be easier. Not that trapping beavers real difficult through the ice if you kind of know what you're doing and you know what you're looking for, but it can be dangerous, and it can be frustrating if you're not sure how to read a run, or if it is a run, or this, that, or the other. There's a lot to it. Springtime, a lot of times you get into open water, and it don't matter whether it's 330s or footholds on drowners. Here we can't use snares, but down in other states you can set snares and things on like crossovers and whatnot. Start setting caster mounds this time of year in the spring, and boy, it just lights a fire under them, and they just almost have to come check it out. You get trap smart beavers that don't want to come up to 330s. You replace a 330 with a foothold, you go back the next day, you got a beaver in it. So not always, but that seems to be the case for me here in this area anyways. So yeah, I hope you guys are really enjoying. Please let me know. Looking to get you more content, better content real soon. But we're just going to keep on trucking and keep piling them up as long as we're catching big ones. So not quite ready to move out completely from a couple of these areas that we're in, but I got more places to go. But, you know, we've only got a month of the season left, and if I get to them, I get to them. If not, they're there next year. So, again, I try to make everybody happy, but there's just so much time when you work full-time and you're trapping. Whereas if I was laid off in the wintertime and all I did was trap, that'd be different. I could spend all day, every day doing nothing but. But when you're working full-time and then trying to do this, you're very limited on what you can do, especially with a family. So try to keep it somewhat small, scaled, so that way you can keep up with it. You don't get ahead of yourself and behind, or whatever you want to call it. And especially right now, we got a warm spell coming through, and I don't want nothing spoiling or going bad. I want to make sure I'm able to use every bit of everything that I get, like I said, as ethically as possible. And to my point, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's my final respect to the animal. So you kind of owe it to them if you're going to take them, to make sure that you don't waste them. So anyway, if you guys are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is key. We need more subscribers, please. Anything that you want to see different, or you want to see more of, or anything like that, make sure you comment. Let me know. And God bless every one of you. You guys stick with me, and we'll try. Like I said, we're doing the best we can with what we got. So appreciate every one of you. All right, have a great night. Sorry guys, one final thought here. If you have people that are around you that help you, or that are trying to help you or pointing you in directions or things, always make sure that you thank them and be as respectful to them as you can. I have to give another really big shout out. I did this once before in another video. I need to do it more often for him. I need to give a huge shout out to Justin Cleveland, and the lure that he makes, Caster Mustard, for these caster mount sets, has been killing it. Almost every one of these beaver that we've got so far this season have been off of that exact lure, and it's killer. Like I said, it doesn't freeze. It holds its smell for long periods of time, and it's an amazing thing. I don't know exactly how he makes it, but that's his secret. But if you guys are interested, let me know, and I'll find out how to link you up with him. But again, He's just amazing, and to have somebody like that that's willing to help you out. So far, he hasn't charged me anything for using it. Just he wants to test it anyways and see how it works, and it's worked phenomenal. I think you guys would really benefit from it. There's a lot out there on the market. Bearded Man is a big one. It does work in a lot of areas. It works here, but for some reason this castor mustard that Justin makes is just phenomenal here. They just can't stay away from it. So I would urge you to hit him up. And like I said, if you're interested, you let me know, and I'll hook you up with him. No problem whatsoever. All right. You guys have a great night. Thank you very much, and God bless every one of you.